Hi guys, welcome back. On this episode we are going to start filling the sides in, the fiberglass and start bonding the board in and hopefully get a couple of layers of fiberglass on the outside. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, yeah, like I said, it's been rubbish weather. Today's the first day. Sunny, it's just been pouring down with rain. English weather for you. Yeah, so my main goal is I'm gonna get bonding paste in that side and that side, block it all off, and then when I come to fiberglass in this, I can curve it around. I'm also going to fiberglass it around the bottom as well and back up. That'll strengthen this a bit from the inside, and then I can also do it from the outside just to go overboard. I want to, make sure everything's secure, as this is a big job. So I think the first thing I need to start doing is get a batch of bonding mixed and start filling in these gaps. Okay, as you can see, that's almost blocked off now, and so is that one. I'm just going to wait for that to go hard, then I might be able to put just a thin layer just to get rid of all the other bits, and also get the icing bag together so I can just get some in down there and down there. But that'd be good. Now that I can I'll probably also put a thin bead down there and the other side, so when I fiberglass this, it can come around nicely and sit on that. I will stop it here. I won't go around, just because when I put the board in, that I want to be able to attach straight to this, so it's got a proper bond. So I'll wait for this to dry, and then the next stage will be just to top it up. I won't bore you with that, and we'll come back after I've done that. Okay, just a quick one. So I've got that ready to go. That's just starting to set off now, so I'm going to quickly make that. And like I said, just fill all the indents out, put a little bead down there, fill the two bottoms, and that's ready to go then. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, and we're back, and as you can see now, it's all filled down there. Nice curve all the way up, and that is nice and flat. I will give it a little sand once it's dried, obviously little bits, but that is going to be a nice bond to the fiberglass. It seals that hole off. There must be at least over probably an inch or so of bonding paste in there, so that will really support that. Same this side all the way down. So there's not really much I can do on that at the moment, so what I'm going to do next is get the transom board back down while the sun's sort of coming out, and take all the screws out and resin wash that other side that I didn't do last week. Okay. Okay, and that's all sealed now. Took all the screws out, filled it with resin. It's actually dried quite quick. Been in the sun a little while. Whatever sun we got. A bit cloudy now. So when I do put that in, like I said, I'll give it a rough sand, just a little bit. At the moment I'm still waiting for this to dry 100%, just so I can start sanding down. Otherwise, if I start sanding now, it just clogs the sander up. So I'm waiting for this. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. We can sand this down, and what I'm thinking is get a piece from there to there and do a strip all the way, even the bottom, all the way up to the top, and then put a full sheet or even half a sheet, see what temperature I'm working with, and get that on there, and then that's done. The resin fiberglass seems to go off quicker, well, cure quicker than the bonding paste, so I know tomorrow we can do that if I can't get it done today. And then what I'm thinking is getting a tile trowel and getting bonding paste onto that, and then putting a bead all the way around on the inner side, so when I bolt it all together, push it down, I know 100% there will be a gap here, so I will fill that in up to there, and then it'll just be layers of fiberglass and try and do it in. But otherwise I'll see you tomorrow or later on. Okay, still the same day, all solid now, so I'm going to sand that down. Probably sand that down, get all the pieces cut that I need, and see what time we're going on there. Okay, as you can see on the time lapse, I managed to get a little bit further than I wanted to, so that's good. So all of this is now fiberglassed in, one layer. So what I did, like I said, I put the whole strip around that corner first, one strip down there, and I curved it around there, and so this is now got one layer of strength in it where that crack was, all the way around. And then what I did was on the bigger holes, because I am gotta keep them anyway, because obviously it's a splash well, but I probably will move them over so it's all nice and strong. I can drill my own holes what size I want. So what I did was put a little patch over that first, and then the big patch, same with that side. The others I will just bond and paste on the other side of it, but that has now got one layer, all secure, really ready for that board to go in. But now I've fiberglassed it, it's just like starting fresh, so I can get, like, you know, like the bonding paste all the way around it, squeeze the board in, and I know it's got something good to attach to. Just gotta, as you can see, probably tomorrow once it's all dry, just cut around there. Same down here. I did actually, so all of this two-piece, because I split them in half because it was too big to me hold up by myself. It is overlapped, so that is got a double layer down there. just trim that up and go from there. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day today. I couldn't do anything yesterday. It poured it down, and when I left it, I left the cover just over here, and as you can see, it's filled up, but that also means that's watertight because it's up to, I don't know if you can see it, just over the hole. So I'm gonna have to dry all that out. It's not leaked, it's not gone through anything, so that's all right. Yeah, so dry it all up, acetone it again. Then what I'm gonna do is trim that board up over there, well, the transom board should I say, and get it prepped for bonding it in, which should be today. Go from there really. Okay. Okay, that's all been trimmed up. I did have it on record. I didn't realise when someone rings you, it actually just stops recording, so I actually missed the part where I've cut around there now. Both sides all level, dead straight. It looks really good. So that is now ready for bonding. I'm just now getting all the clamps ready, testing them out, because you want everything to hand, because if I put this bonding paste on, I'm going to have a certain time. I will do the least amount of cat, probably 1%, so I've got a little bit more play time. So my plan is 4 clamps at the top, and then what I'm going to do, something like this. Let me just quickly grab it. So something like this, either side of this, and probably just 2 bolts going through, because that comes quite far down, so that'd be good. So probably about there, 2 bolts through there, pull that in. Also, I might try, if I can, just make a couple wedges just to put in there, even though, I don't know if you can see it, that this is the board that I've had to trim out, but there is actually a piece coming out, and it really does push against it, so that'd be nice. It's nice and tight now. So I think the next thing will be drill these 2 holes, cut the wedges, and we are ready for bonding. Right, and that's everything ready to go. Got everything set up, all the clamps are to the right size, ready to jump on and go. Got the little plates that I'm going to drill the 2 holes, and I've also got the wedges just for the bottom, which won't need a lot, to be honest with you. So my plan is to get the bead around the edge first, and just smear all on there, and then I'll be able to get that board in. Because it's a nice tight fit, whatever bonding paste I do put in there, it will squidge and it will have a good bond. So that's the next stage really. Mix it up on there and just chuck it straight on with the icing bag as well for the edge, and I'll leave some just to smear over. So let's go with it. Okay, so what I did was I made 400 grams either side. Done the first 400 bead around, then the next 400, as you can see, I just spreaded it all over the board, and as you can see, it all started squeezing out, so that is perfect. And even down the side you can see it's squeezed out. I will let that dry and fill that in, but that'd be easy to fill in this side now. Same with all the bottom. So I would say that was a good job done. So I'm going to leave that for today. Just I want it to sit there for a whole day and really cure, really go solid before doing anything else, and go from there really. Okay, new day. It's been quite a few days, and as you can see again, just not having any luck with the weather. Poured it down again, but lucky enough this was dry, which is all cured now, to be honest. It's all solid, perfect. So I think the next step is, today's probably gonna be the last day for this week. I'm going to make a load of bonding paste up and just start filling everything in, and that can cure, and then ready for next week. Then I can just crack on with all the fiberglassing outside over the top. But I think for a start I'm gonna have to obviously drain that out. I want to try and leave the top clamps on for now until at least I get all this bonded up and it's gone solid, same as down there. Just try and get as much in there as I can. But yeah, I'll clean this up and come back. Okay, managed to drain pretty much all of that. So like I said earlier, all I'm going to do, you can see where it's squeezed out, it's actually gone really well. So just fill that in with the icing bag, go down the bottom as well, up that side, fill all this in so it's flush, so the fiberglass can go straight to it. I'm going to dry all this up, it's just where I've spilt it over. What I'm going to do is put bonding paste in there and then knock these out so it squeezes it. Well, as soon as I take these out, this should go back, even if it was a couple mil, it should squeeze all the bonding paste out, so I know it's got a nice tight bond. So yeah, so next stage I'll start mixing up some bonding. I'll dry all this off and mix up some bonding paste and get that going and go from there really. It's just about to start and it starts pouring down, so I'm gonna have to wait it out a little bit. Hopefully this will just fly past in the next 20 minutes, and then I can carry on. The back's still dry because I've covered it over, but I can't work in this if I have to uncover it, but I'll be back. That took 2 batches, so what's that, 800 grams, but finally got all that filled in, all the sides. If I can get a picture, there you go. Same as that side, and also did thicken that up back there so I can smooth that over for the fiberglass to go over, and filled all the holes in apart from the 2 big ones. Just got to wait to dry all this up properly, 100%. And down here, went over all the cracks, all the holes, all the trim tab holes gone, little cracks here, and that. So now it'll be building this out with fiberglass and go from there really. By the looks of it, I mean that must be what, 5-10 mil there, and then it slowly fades out to probably about a couple mil, so I might have to do a couple layers at the bottom to thicken it out. I mean, it's only to build it out. The main ones would be the ones I overlap and down the bottom, which would be next week now. So yeah, that's it for this week. Next week we should be fiberglass all this up, hopefully get them all in. I need to do a bit more sanding down the bottom, so it's a great bond. Sand all this bonding up so it's ready to go. Gonna leave these on for now until this dries, cures, 24 hours or however long it takes. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.